Here's the answer for day 1, problem 1. Find the midpoint between the points with these coordinates. Make a graph and find the midpoint by showing work. We have -4, 4, so that's left 4, up 4. There's that first dot. And 5, -2. So right 5, down 2. There's that second dot. Let's connect these to make a segment. Okay, visually it looks like the middle of the segment is somewhere in that area right there. Now to find the spot, let's use some algebra on this. We're going to use the midpoint formula. To use that formula, you average the x-coordinates and average the y-coordinates. That number there and that number there are the two x-coordinates. To average them, you add them together and divide by 2. Let's also average the y-coordinates. So that number there and that number there are the two y-coordinates. Add them together and divide by 2. Let's see what this formula outputs. -4 plus 5 is 1, and 1 divided by 2 is a half, or 0.5 if you prefer decimals. 4 plus -2 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the midpoint is at 1/2, 1. And you know what? Our dot that we found looks like it's at 1/2, 1. Now day 1, problem 2. Line K is perpendicular to line L. The equation of L is here. Line K passes through this ordered pair. Write its equation. To write an equation of a line, you have to know the slope of that line. So let's take the equation for line L and put it in slope-intercept form. By doing that, we can tell the slope. Now we are told that line K is perpendicular to line L, so the slope of line K is not -3, it's going to be the opposite reciprocal of -3. The opposite reciprocal of -3 is positive 1/3. With this slope and this ordered pair, we can get the equation for line K. Y minus that y coordinate is equal to the slope times x minus that x coordinate. Here is an equation for line K in point slope form. Because of this double negative right here, it's customary to do one step of simplifying. Change that to a plus sign in that position. So here is our final equation. Now we're asked to graph line K. We're told line K goes through the point -3, 4. So here's -3, and then 4 would put the dot right there. The slope of line K is 1/3. Rise 1, run 3. Rise 1, run 3. Here is line K drawn on the grid.